guys can see, it's building up very, very fast and looking to possibly make a move. So right now, if you guys are in on this play, again, awesome job. But now you can see TEUM is on alert as the stock is, getting a lot of hype towards it. And now it's starting to break $1. So TEUM now breaking that $1 mark, as you guys could see. It's just all about patience in the market. Now you can see the stock is absolutely popping off all the way up to 110. Again, my order got skipped, guys. My order got skipped. I couldn't get filled on that. But geez, this is predictable trading, guys. This is predictable trading right here. Just waiting for the best possible play right there. But what a huge run right there on TEUM. The hype that just, demolished on through there. All the way up to 120 TEUM. I told you guys this was going to be a beast. So again, that's why you guys always have to be ready for that. You always have to be ready for those plays. You always have to be ready for that. My order got skipped, unfortunately. I'm going to try to look for a possible bounce play on TEUM. See if I can get some bounce potential on this stock. You guys making your money, congratulations. Again, my order, always be honest with you guys, my order did not get filled there because of how fast that just ripped. And it's like, how high can this possibly go? And it's just still climbing. So again, if you want to look for those entries, you guys definitely can, because right now everyone is leaning over towards this play at the moment. Everyone is leaning over towards this play at the moment. 130, it just came out. I'm going to look for a 140 entry, guys. Looking for a 140 entry and a possible break. So I'm looking for a 140 break. So I'm going to look for it right here. And here it goes, guys. 140 break. I'm going for it. And we are getting our rip. We are getting our pop. Straight on up. And here goes 150. I'm going to lock in my profits, locking in some sort of profits right here up in this 150-ish mark. This thing is all over the place right now. All over the place at the moment. TEUM. Look, I was looking for the 140 break. We got the 140 break and ran up to 150. I was trying to sell at 150. My order didn't go through until back down towards the 130s. And now again, now it's up in the 140s right now. I think there's a lot of big time potential towards it. I do a lot. I do think there's a lot of big time potential towards this play. 100%. And again, I got in at 140. It ripped up to 150. I'm like, sell, sell, sell. Why won't my order go through? Finally, it goes through when it's all the way back down at 132, 133. So I took a little bit of a red already. I took some red. I'm trying to win it back after at 11 o'clock when it has its second breakout. But, it's kind of, again, a little frustrating on my part when I call it at 89 cents. It rips the whole way up. I try to get in, and then I'm up on the green side. And then it starts coming back on down, and it doesn't sell. That's kind of just where it gets a little frustrating when you're completely right, but your program isn't going to cooperate right there. So that's where it gets a little frustrating. But other than that, I'm pumped. I'm pumped up, and I'm so happy for all the people who made money today. That's why I'm here. I'm here to make you guys money. I'm here to help you guys out. So we do have nice support at 123 or in the 120 area, and then also. 125 is a little bit of resistance right now. So I'm going to look for a little bit of a bounce play right here down towards around this 120 area again. So let's just look at 122, maybe up towards around that 135 mark. Stop loss, let's bring it down towards around 115. TEUM, just on a little bounce play to see if this stock starts moving back on up a little bit and go from there for that bounce play that I'm looking forward to. So again, I'm just watching that right now. Again, it is still cracking a little bit, so I'm still being very careful on it, of course. Now it's still holding that 115-ish area. You can see that right on the chart. 135 is that top resistance. If it comes back up to 135 again, that's where I'll say it will break out. So if it comes back up to 135 again, that's where it's going to break out. And that's where, it could go on its very nice run. That's where it could go on its very nice run, its very nice pop. When it could get back above 135. So again, we want to look for some green candles back on up, and next time it gets back above 135, that's when it'll break out, up all the way to the high of the day. Possible big afternoon climb. We'll see. We will definitely see. We will see what happens in the near future. Right now, it is holding its gains though, so that is awesome to see, and we'll see where the stock is going to be heading in the near future. But everyone who's made money, Everyone who's made money so far in TEUM, I could just, I could not be more happy for you. I could not be more ecstatic for you. So awesome, awesome job, guys. Keep up the amazing work. You guys have absolutely destroyed it today, and you guys have absolutely demolished it today as well. So again, absolutely pumped. TEUM starting to pop back on up right here. And look at it, guys. So we are all the way back up to 150 right now on TEUM. So we are all the way back on up to 150. And we are moving heavy right now, coming into 11:30. So TEUM, look at this pop, guys, all the way up to 150. I do have position on TEUM. I do have position on TEUM at 123, as you guys can see, all the way up to 150. Let's see if the stock is going to break out right here. This could be absolutely huge if it does. This could be absolutely huge if this stock breaks out, but we are going on a big-time afternoon pull right here, all the way up to 150, straight on up. And again, I am in at 123, and I do want to see if we're going to get this 150 lunch hour rip. So again, that is a beauty of a bounce play. That is a beauty of a bounce play right there. And I'm looking, and there's 150. There's 150, guys, and I'm still holding. I'm still holding from 123 right now. We may have just gotten halted. And guys, I'm currently up right now $3,000 on 154 halt. So right now, I am destroying it. And we just got halted at 154. I just got halted at 154. Just got halted at 154, guys. I'm currently up $3,000 at the moment. I have 10,000 shares at 123. I have 10,000 shares at 123. Just got halted right now. So again, I missed out on my opportunity at 89 cents. Then again, it came down to 23 cents, moved on up to 135, got some out, but again, came all the way back on down, still holding, came back up to 123. I put that back on alert, put it on the alert box for some sort of rip and run. And this is where we are getting, a lot of big time attention. But guys, we are back. We are back and running. We are back and running. The first red candle on the 1 minute chart is where I'll sell. First red candle on the 1 minute chart is where I'll sell. So I'm still holding. Still holding right now. First red candle on the 1 minute chart is where I will sell. There it is. $4,000 on the day, baby. $4,000 out. Let's see. I think I'm actually right below 4,000 to be honest. Let me see. I'll bring over my P&L. But here is, again, total gain. Total gain on the day, 2,920. Here's my loss from this morning. Here's my loss from this morning. And then below this part, which I can't show you because I'll screenshot that part as well. But here's my total, $3,000 on the day. $3,000 just locked in on TEUM. And it's looking for more. I was getting out, though, on that first red candle because I don't want it crashing on me. So $2,925 locked in on the day, guys. Bounced back from around $800 loss this morning. Here's that last trade. Here's some of this last trade right here, guys, for you. TEUM, 123 entries, 161, 163 on the first red candle. First red candle right here. So locking in total on TEUM, total on the day, $2,925. That continues my winning streak. I've not lost since June 27th. That was my last loss on June 27th. Within the last 10 trading sessions, again, I wasn't here yesterday as well. I'm currently up 10 days of trading. I'm currently just underneath $9,000. So right here, 627 to 711. Just underneath $9,000 in the last trading session. I've not had one red day yet. It's made just underneath $3,000. So guess what I'm doing today? Giving away $100 of straight cash to you guys because again, I don't need $3,000. I'm happy with $2,800. Let's give away some money to the team. So let's do that. That's what I like to do. Come up with like some fun little way to give it away over lunch. I don't need $3,000. I'm happy with $2,800. So let's give away $100 to one of you guys. TEUM currently up 127%, has had 2 massive spikes throughout the day, guys. We have gone 4 for 4 on all alerts on TEUM. Personally, as I already stated, I locked in just underneath $3,000 today. $2,925.74 was my total that I traded. On top of that, guys, again, I did have 2 different trades on this. I had my first losing trade, which I had right here, which again, I screenshotted most of it. And then after that, I had my winning trade. So I definitely just want to let you guys know, hey, you know what? Just because you have one little loss on this play doesn't mean that you can't bounce back at all. And again, as long as you guys bounce back, you guys are set, ready to rock and roll. But let's talk about this play, and let's talk about how I found it. How did I find this play? Well, every single day, guys, in pre-market, what do I always have up? I have our pre-market scanners up. We have our new scanner that is sitting right here. We also have all the top gainers, top losers in pre-market. Again, let me put up my pre-market scanners just for a second so you guys can see these. And new market, pre-market. So again, these are pre-market scanners. It tells you right here once this loads up, what's gapping up. What's gapping up. And TEUM, as you guys can see, gapped up. It was up 29% this morning. Gapped up. It was up 29% this morning. TEUM. So it was automatically on my watch list. Why is this stock gapping up 29% with 6 million in float? Again, guys, that's what you want to look for. The magic, combination is going to look for a slight gap up with a low float. You have a low float, you're automatically in business, guys. Stores open, come and get it. So what we have here is we have a 6 million in float stock. We have a stock that's gapping up around 29% this morning. And it was immediately on my watch list. I'm saying, okay, you know what? Why is this stock moving? Why is this stock taking on off? Well, we always have to do, of course. Again, you guys don't need professional scanners for this. Just go to www.yahoofinance.com. And all you guys have to do is type out TEUM. So we type out TEUM. What do we have, guys? Well, let's let this load up for a second, and we have a brand new press release. Now, why do stocks run, guys? They run on credibility. Penny stocks are going to be very, very, up and down, very left and right. It can go anywhere, and we live in a very crazy world, and that's what's the scary thing about it. We live in a very crazy, pumpy, dumpy, manipulated world. So when you're trading penny stocks, guys, you have to find credibility. I don't want some random guy email me and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to be buying 100 million shares on like CBRXWA, and some crazy OTC stock, and then all of a sudden it gets pumped because he sends that to like 10,000 people. That's not what you want. Find the credibility, guys. Find where people are going to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to buy the stock for a reason. It's an investment. I want to make money on it, and I know the stock's going to go up, and that is from this press release, guys. Press releases and chart patterns is what makes stocks run. You can have one or the other. If you have both, you're looking for a big day ahead. So what we have here, guys, is we have SET's quarter 2 2017 results on announcement, and we also have revenues exceeded the expectation, so it's beating its revenue and growing $60 million in backlog. Kind of the first thing you see is 50% quarter-over-quarter growth in contract backlog, guys. 50% growth. 50% growth. That is great to see, guys. Most companies just look for around like 2 or 3 or 4 or 10%, 20%. But going 50% growth, that definitely gets traders definitely very excited to see, hey, this company is doing well. Now let's look at what the chairman is saying. We believe that we have estimated revenues for the second quarter coupled with our rapidly growing contracted backlog, signify an important inflection point in the business. Over the course of 2017 and 2018, we expect to continue top-of-the-line improvement to be driven by our committed backlog revenue, and it's converted into earned revenue in an escalating manner. Approximately $60 million or 36-month revenue backlog at the end of the second quarter is almost triple the number at the beginning of 2016. More importantly, because of the 5 new sales agreements, including additions for our large existing customers and new customers, we have increased by almost 50% the backlog since first reported it at $44 million. During our quarter 1 town hall call, this is a clear leading indicator of customers seeking the value that we bring them in our software solutions. We expect continued growth over our revenue backlogging, which will reflect our reported top-of-the-line revenues. Ow, ow, ow! So what we have right there, guys, you can see that's a lot of big positivity. So we have a lot of positivity towards this stock, and we see that's a good press release, guys. We see that the company is growing, the CEO is excited, people want our product. That is getting traders excited. And you can see it is credibility. It's not like some guy just hit us up and was like, hey, everyone go buy this. This thing's going to the moon. That's not what we want, guys. We want to see the facts, the evidence, and that's why you always want to be, you always look for everything that's like transparent, just like I show you guys everything to show you guys I'm credible. Same exact thing when it comes down to penny stocks, the actual stock companies. See that they're credible, that they're not just garbage. And that's what you want. So we see TEUM, great press release, great, it's on Yahoo Finance. Again, Yahoo Finance, MarketWatch.com, Newswire, all these places, guys, they're not going to post phony press releases. They're legit respected websites. They're not going to post, Uncle Ben's basement calls saying that he's going to get 100,000 shares. Again, I just made that up, guys. That's not a real thing. I wouldn't probably type that in on Google. You might get some weird things or something. I don't know. So you definitely want to just stick with credible sites, guys. As that is probably the best thing you always want to stay with, and you always want to be sticking with stocks with great press release. And what does that take us over to? Number 2, you want to be able to stay with chart pattern. We have our credibility, and now we have our chart pattern. So what we have, stockcharts.com. Let's head over to TEUM, and what do we have? TEUM right here, guys. This stock has a beautiful chart pattern for the moment. Just imagine this isn't here. So we're starting down here. Imagine this big yellow candle. I know it's hard. Imagine that's not there. So we're going to be starting right down here. And what do we have? Let's always add our last indicator, which is a 13 EMA. And you could see, okay, where are we going to be opening up? Well, what we have, guys, is looking at the stock in pre-market. So we're looking at pre-market right here. We're going from 61 cents all the way up towards 82 cents. So we're going to 61 cents all the way up to 82 cents, up towards highs around 85 cents. So I'm looking at this chart and I'm saying, is there anything above us right now that could potentially hurt us? Okay, so we have a lot of resistance at 70 cents with 13 EMA at 70 cents, but we're opening up at around 80 cents to 85 cents. Okay, so that means everything really is below us. We don't have any sort of main indicator all the way up to 225, and we could potentially have $1 breakout. Again, this is a $1 breakout pattern. It's a low float stock, and we have not been over $1 in the past 3 months. This considers as the $1 breakout pattern. So I am 100% leaning towards this play right now, guys. This stock, we have room to run. The stock is above the 13 EMA. It's above the 50-day moving average, and we have about a $2.25 area to run with barely no chart pattern other than $1 resistance. And if we break that, we can run up to 225. Now, this is a very small price stock as well, only in the dollar region. So I can load up, 10,000 shares, 8,000 shares, 15,000 shares. And again, every time it moves a penny, that means I'm making $150. Now you say, wow, it moves 10 cents, you're making $1,500. If it moves down 10 cents, you're doing the same exact thing. So I definitely want you guys to understand that this stock, has absolutely ripped, no doubt about that. But at the same time, guys, you can make a lot of money, but you can also lose a lot of money if you're not smart with it, buying a large amount of shares. But, buying a large amount of shares, that is how you're going to make a lot of profit. Today, I bought 10,000 shares, and that's why I made on my second trade of the day just underneath $4,000. Now, again, you had to take my $700 loss at the bell, and it came back down towards a total of about $2,900. So I had about a $700 or an $800 loss. Then I had about a $3,700 win, equal out on the day, $2,900. Now, it's all about keeping your losses small and letting your bigger gains run out. Now, when you're playing around with 10,000 shares and I lose $800, I'm cutting my losses when I'm down 8 cents. I'm cutting my losses when I'm down 8 cents. I'm locking in my profit when I'm up 29 cents. That's a very good, reward to risk type of ratio right there. I cut it down when I'm down 8 cents. I locked in my profit when I'm up 29 cents. So, there's a big, difference right there. And it's all about, managing that, not getting scared, guys, not fearing. Because when you look at TEUM, you see this big time rip. And I'll be honest with you guys, I had about 3 to 4 people hit me up, and Probably, maybe some of the only people who actually lost today, because if you guys go through Profits Chat and also all the people who just hit me up throughout Twitter today, just everyone just absolutely killing it. 650, Michael Chase making some big time money, $1,200 right here. 144, we have 153, 300, 117, 480, 437. This is just on Twitter alone. Now you actually go into the chat room, you guys can see, just absolute bank. Which I absolutely love, and it fires me up every single time I go over this. Just looking at all these, profits that you guys have been making just on TEUM, and it just keeps going all the way up towards this morning, 591. So, TEUM profits are just absolutely awesome today. Could not be any more fired up for you guys. But, what we did have as well today is the fact that a lot of people got scared. The fact that a lot of people got scared on TEUM because they felt like they missed out on it. And they say, oh, I let fear take over my trading. I let fear take over my trading. I saw TEUM. I saw the buy alert at 89 cents. But you know what? I got scared to get in. And then I got scared to get in at $1. And then I got scared at, 115. And if you're that type of trader, guys, you have to kind of just be like, okay, you know what? Early bird gets the worm. Early bird gets the worm, guys. And you have to be willing to say, if I'm not in first, I'm not going to get in at all. And that's very, very important. Because I know a lot of traders who, again, they make so much money just because they are the first ones in. And we're going to go over this when I talk about, our chasing stocks lesson. A lot of people who talk about chasing stocks, and probably the fear is the biggest thing that holds them back. But when you guys are trying to be stock traders, if you have any sense of fear, you're going to lose. Because if you're not in first, that means you're going to be in last. Just like Ricky Bobby says, you ain't first, you're last. Same exact thing, guys. You have to be in first. And if you're letting fear control that, you're not going to be in first. And what does that mean? That means you're going to be buying at the top. You can't be, a little, child while playing stock trading. It's a very, very mature world. And if you're just like, yeah, I'm not in at 89 cents. Oh, golly. Oh, here it comes up to 120. Jeepers, mister. Here it goes. You got to just say, hey, I'm hopping in on this. I'm going to be a beast. I'm going to be locking in my profits, and I'm going to make sure I get in on this trade right now. Because when you see it, attack it, guys. When you see it, attack it. If you're late, if you hesitate, you're not going to win. You have to be the first ones in, or you're going to end up being the last ones in on top of the mob, and that's when this thing is going to be going on down. So I want to make sure that you guys are set. So let's talk about our buy alerts right now. Let's talk about our buy alerts right now, and let's say, how did we figure out these buy alerts? You guys know how I found TEUM. Had a great press release this morning, was gapping up in pre-market. Bada boom, done. Now, guys, we have a nice little gap up. Let's break down this gap up. We also looked at the stockcharts.com. We have bullishness above 50-day moving average, bullishness above the 13 EMA. We also have about $1.50 to run all the way up to the 200-day moving average, and we have a possible $1 breakout on our hands with a $6 million in float. A lot of things going on here, guys. So what we have here, we have our pre-market basically bouncing around from around the 75-cent mark up to the 85-cent mark. So we have 75-cent mark all the way up towards around the 85-cent mark, and let's kind of scroll back, and we open up. Market opens up, guys. We're at basically nothing. You can see 926, no orders. 935, no orders. 936, no orders. Finally, we get like one order to come in. It's very, very dead. Let alone, I'm saying to you guys, this is the best play today. I would focus on this. This is what I want you guys watching. This is what I want you guys focusing on. This is what I want you guys watching today because of how great the press release is and how great the chart pattern is. So we finally get one little pop. At 85 cents. I'm saying, hey guys, break of 85 cents could be your buy alert. I'm going to put it at 89 cents just in case it breaks 85 cents. You guys could get in. I had a buy alert. I had an alert, at 89 cents. I tried to buy at 89 cents. You know what? It skipped my order. I try to get filled at $1. $1 breakout now. Skip my order. Now it starts moving all the way up to 125. I'm hesitating a little bit saying, oh, I don't know if I should get in or not. Then if finally I was like, I say, okay, you know what? I'm hopping in here. 140. I hop in looking for it to maybe run up to like 160 or so. It rips all the way up towards 151. I say to myself, hey, you know what? I'm going to try to lock in. I press sell on a market order, but the spreads were so large, it didn't go through at first. It actually got filled when it came back down to 132, 133. And that's when I lost, my $800 on the day on TEUM. Then it proceeded to move back on up before coming back on down. So there, our first alert, guys, our first buy alert was at 89 cents. Why didn't I profit off this? Unfortunately, my broker just couldn't get my order filled at 89 cents or get it filled at $1 because of how fast it was moving. Finally, I got filled all the way up at 140. I try to sell, and again, a little broker error couldn't get me sold until we're back down towards the 130 mark. So, I was 100% correct on this play today. TEUM 89 cents all the way up to $1, easy play, and then breaking on through that. That was our first alert on this massive run. I had all you guys watching this play, and we absolutely destroyed it, absolutely nailed it. So TEUM, this is where probably 60% of the chat room made their money this morning. Personally, I was like, hey, you know what? I took a little bit of a loss. Again, a broker area. I could have been at 89 cents with 10,000 shares. Could have made around $6,000 just on this morning alone. I'm saying to myself, hey, Dek, go after and attack it. You're good. You got this. Let's get it. Nothing to worry about. So again, TEUM, I'm not going to buy at the top, guys. That's chasing stocks. I'm not here to chase stocks. I'm here to win. So again, if a stock already went up to the top, I'm not going to be buying up this high. If a stock goes from 82 cents to $1.50 and it's up around 160, 170% on the day, why would I force that play, guys? Why would I hop in on a stock that already ran 160, 170%? It's not worth it. It's just plain not worth getting into. So wait for some sort of pullback. Now you said, oh, Dek, well, you got in when it came to the bounce play. It was still up 90%. Yes, but that was when all selling already came up. I'm talking about a straight up spike. I'm talking about a straight up pop, a straight up rip. I don't want to hop in on a play, if it's going to just possibly downfall on me. When you have a stock and you go on a nice rip, guys, and it goes from 80, let's say you're in on the stock at 87 cents. Let's say you're in on the stock at 87 cents. And it rips all the way up to 150, and you see it getting a little weak. What are you going to do? I bet you're going to sell. I bet you're going to sell because you want to lock in your profits. And you know what? The guy next to you, that guy's going to sell. And the guy next to him, it's going to sell. And that girl next to you is going to sell. And that girl next to her is going to sell. And you know what? That means the stock is going to fall because people move stocks. And if everyone's selling, we're going to have a pullback. And if everyone's selling because they want to lock in their profits when they have them, the stock's going to fall. So why in the world would you be buying at the top? Oh, well, Dek, I was scared at the start, and I finally built up enough confidence to, until I got up here. Yeah. That's not what you guys want to do, though. I understand it is scary, guys. I understand. And again, I'm not here to make fun of anyone. I want you guys to just be confident in yourself and, have the knowledge to say, hey, I want to get in at the start. I want to be able to say, oh, hey, I used to chase stocks, but now, I'm getting in at 89 cents. Or if you want to say to yourself, I used to chase, but now, through Dek's lessons, I got in at 110. And it was awesome to see so many of you guys not chase these plays because it already made its move. And for you guys to comprehend that and understand that, that's what I'm very excited about. And I want you guys to understand that. But don't ever, buy a stock. If it goes from 80 cents all the way up to 150, that's a 60, 70 cent rip right there, guys. You don't want to buy a stock that just goes straight up because you know why? People are going to lock in profits. That's going to make the stock go down. And why would you be buying a stock if it's just going to move down? So personally, I said, hey, you know what? Let's wait for the stock to come on down. That's on number 2 buy alert. Number 2 buy alert, guys. Number 2 buy alert. 122 buy alert. That came in right here. Or actually, it was like right. Where is it? Yep, it was right here. This area, this red candle right here. 122 buy alert. So we had our 122 buy alert. I said sell targets are at 130 or 135. It did come on down a little bit more to 116, moved right up to 130, and it came right up to 135. Beautiful. That was 2 different sell targets, 122 at 130, 135. So now we're 3 for 3 on the day on our alerts. Personally, again, I'm just 1 for 2. I lost $800 right here. I had a nice little bounce play right here. Then, again, I'm still holding this whole time. It still falls. I lock in some, but not everything. So now it starts coming back on down, guys. It starts coming back on down. As I've been saying throughout the whole entire time, I like this play. I like this play a lot. It's holding its gains. It's not going from $1 to 155 straight back down to $1. It's holding some sort of gains. Now, again, am I holding a little riskiness? Yes. But at the same time, guys, I have faith that this stock is going to be moving back on up. So we start climbing back on up. I put the stock back on alert right here at 123. 123 to a sell target of 150. Now, why do I do that right here, guys? Why do I do that right here? Because that is the pure fact. Let's just get rid of this line right now. And let's see. Because we were falling. We were falling. As you guys can see, that we just keep on falling. Are you right? We just keep on heading on down.
But now look what happens. Trend line is broken. And as that trend line is broken, we start building a little bit of higher lows. Now, higher lows, guys, is a key point that the stock is going to be breaking out. And now we're starting to form our U-shaped pattern. So as you guys can see, what we have here, U-shaped patterns. U-shaped patterns indicate breakouts. When we have a U-shaped pattern, we have a breakout. So what do we have? Basically, if you guys want to look at like a little bit of a weird U-shape, we come on down and then we start going back on up. But it's all about noticing that this stock is heading on down. Yes, we went on a massive rip, but overall, it's still holding its gains pretty nice. It's not just dumping. It's not just crashing. It's not a pump and dump. It's holding its gains pretty nice. And you know what? It holds this trend line and launches. And that's what we want to see. You guys can see, it was falling, but let's go back into a different time frame. It's not just falling. Let's go to the 3-minute time frame. We look back at this. It's more of just, a nice rip and then a U-shaped pattern. Nice rip, U-shaped pattern, next leg on up. So this is where I had my money, guys. Where I made my big money, because again, I got in at a decent area at 140. It ran all the way up to around 155. I tried to sell. My broker couldn't get me out in time for the profit, so I actually lost. So I said, hey, you know what? I'm not losing like that through a broker error. I'm making this profit back. Going for a bounce play. Bounce play. Got this huge monster rip, 10,000 shares. That's when I locked in $3,700. And that's where, again, my $800 loss from the morning kind of carried over, and I locked in $2,900 on the day. And again, I was calling that play out the whole entire time, noticing that, hey, great press release, great chart pattern, 6 million in float, awesome rip, nailed it on the first alert. Nailed it on the first alert at 89 cents, a beauty. Went on a nice trip to 155, started coming back on down. Hey, where's the stock going to bounce at? We're getting some nice moves, but it's not really anything. It's not just crashing. It's holding up its gains. It's bouncing on up. We had our first buy alert for a bounce play. Our second buy alert for a bounce play right here, and that also had 2 sell targets, which were awesome at 130 and 135. Then again, we had our other one right here. As the stock started moving on up, as we noticed, it had higher lows, 1 low, 2 low, 3 low, 4 low. And then what happened? Buying volume erupted towards this. A week actually got halted right here at 153, gap down to 149, but then it ripped all the way up to 173. That's where I made my big money on the day. So, that was awesome to see. But guys, the main thing I want you guys to understand is the credibility. Understand why the stock's credible. Understand how I found the stock. Understand why I played the stock at the areas I did. That's what I want you guys to see. And if you guys don't understand that, please let me know. Email me, dekmartrades@gmail.com. Hit me up in one-on-one chat. I'm happy to help you guys. I'm here to help you. You guys are here to profit, and you guys are here to learn. Even though, I couldn't get filled at this first rip, I was so excited for you guys this morning because I know you guys made money. And that's honestly what, picks me up so much, to see someone that knows nothing about trading, learn, gains the knowledge and gains the education and figures out, why they made profit and, absolutely kill it. Anyone can make money in the market, guys. Any single, person could make money in the market, but it's making money consistently in the market is what I want you guys to do. And, again, following just these simple strategies, walking through every play and just following the fundamentals, guys, that's how you guys are going to stay consistent in the market. That's how you guys are going to stay consistent in the market. That's how you guys are going to make, some big time profits in the market, as I show you guys every single day. As the last 10 trading sessions, I haven't lost once. $8,833 in the last 10 trading sessions, guys, from June 27th all the way to July 11th. And that's just because I follow fundamentals. I'm a fundamental trader. I'm not here to gamble. I'm not here to play roulette. I'm not here to act like this is a casino, guys. I'm here to make money. This is my full-time job. I do this every single day. I wake up, I trade stocks, and that's how I pay my bills. And it's just because I follow fundamental trading. Now, does it get sometimes where you're like, hopefully this trade, I know buying volume is going to come in, but at the moment I might be down a little bit. Yes, trust your instincts, trust your guts. You guys study enough. You guys work super hard. Don't let one little thing scare you guys, and that's what I was talking about with fear. So don't let fear take over. If you guys have studied and you guys know these plays are going to break out, make sure you guys trust yourself. You guys can do this. So TEUM, I am so happy and I am so proud of all the traders who made money today. All you guys in chat just absolutely destroyed it and absolutely ripped it.